A plus Core 1. Set 2. 10 source-backed practice questions. Pause the video when you want more think time, then resume for the answer reveal. Question 1. Which statement best describes the purpose of a CPU cooler? A. The primary function of a CPU cooler is to increase the CPU clock speed directly. B. CPU coolers store firmware settings for the processor. C. CPU coolers are only used in servers and not in desktop computers. D. CPU coolers transfer heat away from the CPU to prevent overheating. Lock your answer now. Question 1 answer. D. CPU coolers transfer heat away from the CPU to prevent overheating. CPU coolers transfer heat away from the CPU to prevent overheating. A failed or poorly mounted cooler can cause throttling, shutdowns, and hardware instability during troubleshooting. Question 2. Which statement best describes a hypervisor? A. Software that manages the physical hardware and allows multiple operating systems to run on it simultaneously. B. A virtual machine that runs on top of another virtual machine. C. Hardware that directly controls the physical resources of a computer. D. A type of network device used for routing traffic between different networks. Lock your answer now. Question 2 answer. A. Software that manages the physical hardware and allows multiple operating systems to run on it simultaneously. A hypervisor is software that manages the physical hardware and allows multiple operating systems to run on it simultaneously. Virtualization and cloud questions often test the boundary between provider-managed resources and customer responsibility. Question 3. Which statement best describes infrastructure as a service, IaaS? A. It delivers a finished application that the provider fully manages. B. It provides virtualized compute, storage, and networking while the customer manages the guest OS and apps. C. It provides only managed databases and serverless runtimes. D. It removes all customer responsibility for system administration. Lock your answer now. Question 3 answer. B. It provides virtualized compute, storage, and networking while the customer manages the guest OS and apps. IaaS provides virtual machines, storage, and networking resources, while the customer remains responsible for the operating system, installed software, and application configuration. Virtualization and cloud questions often test the boundary between provider-managed resources and customer responsibility. Question 4. A desktop powers on, the fans spin, and the system shuts down again a few minutes later while running a stress test. The heatsink is loose and packed with dust. Which issue best matches these symptoms? A. Paper jam in the printer. B. DHCP scope exhaustion. C. CPU overheating. D. Incorrect monitor input source. Lock your answer now. Question 4 answer. C. CPU overheating. CPU overheating is the best match because the system starts, runs briefly, and then shuts down once the processor temperature rises beyond what the loose, dust-clogged cooling path can handle. That symptom pattern points to a thermal problem around the CPU and... Question 5. A PC intermittently disappears from BIOS, shows a boot device not found error, and the hard drive has started making clicking sounds. What is the most likely issue? A. An incorrect Wi-Fi password. B. A bad DMM that needs reseating. C. An empty printer tray. D. A failing hard drive. Lock your answer now. Question 5 answer. D. A failing hard drive. A failing hard drive is the most likely issue because clicking sounds, detection problems in BIOS, and boot device not found errors all point to a storage device that is mechanically or electronically failing. Those symptoms are classic signs that the drive should be treated. Question 6. A user says an external monitor is powered on but only shows no signal after moving the cable between devices. Which thing should a technician check first? A. Whether the monitor is set to the correct input source. B. Whether the toner cartridge is low. C. Whether Bluetooth is paired. D. Whether DHCP assigned a new address. Lock your answer now. Question 6 answer. A. Whether the monitor is set to the correct input source. The monitor input source should be checked first because a powered display can still show no signal when it is listening on the wrong HDMI, DisplayPort, or USB-C input after cables are moved. That is a fast, low-risk first step before assuming. Question 7. A phone only charges when the cable is held at an angle and the connector feels loose. Which issue best fits this symptom? A. The wallpaper file is corrupt. B. A physically damaged charging port. C. Airplane mode is enabled. D. Bluetooth pairing has failed. Lock your answer now. Question 7 answer. B. A physically damaged charging port. A physically damaged charging port is the best fit because needing to hold the cable at an angle points to a worn, bent, loose, or obstructed connector path. That symptom is much more specific to the charging hardware than to radio settings. Question 8. Users report intermittent wireless drops and per VoIP audio only in one conference room, especially when a nearby microwave is in use. What is the most likely cause? A. A swollen laptop battery. B. A misaligned printer tray. C. External radio frequency interference. D. A RAID controller failure. Lock your answer now. Question 8 answer. C. External radio frequency interference. External radio frequency interference is the most likely cause because the problem appears only in one physical area and worsens when another device that can disrupt wireless signals is active. That symptom pattern fits interference far better than storage, battery, or printer hardware. Question 9. A printer stops mid-job and reports a paper jam, but no sheet is visible at the exit tray. What should the technician assume first? A. The Wi-Fi password is wrong. B. The monitor input source changed. C. The RAID array is degraded. D. Paper can be jammed somewhere else in the printer's paper path. Lock your answer now. Question 9 answer. D. Paper can be jammed somewhere else in the printer's paper path. Paper can be jammed elsewhere in the paper path because printers often have multiple jam locations and can also report a false jam when debris or a hidden obstruction remains inside. The right first assumption is still to inspect the rest of. Question 10. According to Apple's guidance on batteries, what does higher power density in lithium-ion batteries primarily achieve? A. Increased battery capacity within a lighter design. B. Complete elimination of charging needs. C. Longer battery life with increased device weight. D. Enhanced screen refresh rates without sacrificing power efficiency. Lock your answer now. Question 10 answer. A. Increased battery capacity within a lighter design. Higher power density in lithium-ion batteries allows for more battery life in a lighter package, making mobile devices more portable and efficient. This is crucial for maintaining device performance without adding bulk. Practice free at dotcreds.com. Search dotCreds A+ Core 1 source-backed explanations. No fluff. Independent practice by dotCreds. Not affiliated with CompTIA. If this helped, use the next set and keep stacking reps.